Good morning, guys. Today we are going to start on a new packet. It is Unit 17. It is called Scatter Plots and Line of Best Fit. You could either print out the packet, or what you can do is just take out a piece of paper and do the work on there, whatever works best for you. So I am opened up to the first page of the packet, which actually says page 3. So it says, what is a scatter plot? A scatter plot is when we plot points. So we're going to plot points. Okay, we do not connect the dots. We were just going to plot them. It almost looks like a bunch of points put together. So we plot points, okay, and it's a graph which shows the relationship between two sets of data. We're going to use the X and the Y. So we're going to use the same graphs we're used to. And then we're going to find the line of best fit. When we find the line of best fit, that is a line. So Y equals, we're going to do AX plus B in the calculator. And it's the line which fits with the data. And the line is in the middle of the points. And I'll show you all of that. And this is something we've done already. We've done regressions. We're going to do them again. So number 1, we have a table. Determine from the table below whether there is a correlation between the number of hours spent in the mall and the number of dollars spent. So they gave me a table, hours in the mall, dollars spent. They want me to construct a scatter plot for the above data. Okay, remember, when we have hours in the mall, we know this is always going to be X and this is always going to be Y. Time should always be X. So here would be my X and here would be my Y. This is going to be hours in the mall, and this is going to be dollars spent, money spent. So the first thing you have to do is label your graph. So we know my X is, what's my highest X? I look through my graph and this is my highest X, 10. So I know this graph over here has to go up to 10. So I probably can count by ones. So what I'm going to do though is skip every other line and just count by 2. So I'm really counting by ones, but I can write 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So I'm counting by ones. I just labeled them by 2s. Then I look at my Y's, and my highest Y value is 100. So I certainly can't count by ones, and I certainly probably can't count by 2s, but I could count by 5s. So if I count by 5s, this would be 5, 10. I'm going to skip, and I'm just going to be like 20. This would be 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, and then the last one would be 100. So I did count by 5s, I just labeled them by 10s. So now all I do is plot my points. So my first point, here it is, right here, is 1040. So I go to 10, and then I'm going to go up to 40, go across 1040, and I'm going to plot that point. Then I'm going to do 8, 15. So why don't you guys pause the video right now and plot these points as I plot them. So plot them, and then you can come back and you can see how I plotted them. My next one would be 924, 320, 110, 235 would be somewhere up there. And you don't have to be exact. 550, especially if you're doing this on paper, then you can do pretty much an estimate of it. Or as we like to say in math, a sketch. I did 670, I'm gonna do 718. Will be somewhere over here. 825, 2 100, and 360. So there we go. There's your scatter plot. Your scatter plot is all drawn. You do not connect the dots. You're done. Doesn't it look like a bunch of flies flying in a little direction? It's just dots. That's all you do. Okay? So that's the first thing. We constructed our dot plot. Okay? Dot plot, scatter plot. Now, part B says, calculate the line of best fit, rounding the coefficients to the nearest tenth. Line of best fit is going to be a linear regression. We've done this already. You just did exponential regressions last week. Now we already did linear regressions. That's going to be stat. When you go to calc, you're going to use number 4. So I want everybody to take a minute and put this in list 1. And I want this to put this in list 2. So pause the video, put that in list 1, put that in list 2. Okay, then we're gonna go B. We're gonna go to stat. You're gonna arrow over to calculate. This time, we're going to pick a linear regression, which is number 4. And then you're going to write it out. I know it's gonna say y equals ax plus b. Do you see that on the calculator? When you hit enter, 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 enter. Y equals ax plus b. And then you copy it down. A, I got negative 2.3 because they want me to round to the nearest tenth. Okay. B, I got 51.1. Okay. And then when I write my equation, I know I'm going to put it into this, ax plus b. So it's negative 2.3x plus 51.1. That right there is my answer. Okay, I plug it in. So just like last week you did exponential regressions, this week you are doing linear regressions. And then C says, based upon the formula found in Part A, how much money would a person spend if they were in the mall for 4 hours? I know hours, here it is. Hours is X, so X is 4. You go to your regular calculator and you plug it in. So you have negative 2.3 times 4 plus 51.1. You go straight to the calculator, put that in. We know it's money, so we're going to do 2 decimal places. And I got 41.96. If you wanted to, and you didn't want the change, you could round it to $42. That would be up to you. And that's it. So, just to recap, here, right here, this, which I did right here, is a scatter plot. It looks like you just dropped a bunch of marbles on the floor and they scattered, right? So that is a scatter plot. You'd plot all your points. It's just like plotting X and Y points. You do not collect them. Then line of best fit right here is a linear regression. Line of best fit. Another word for line of best fit. Linear regression. It's number 4. So here it is here. There's my line, right? And then I plugged in 4 right here for X. And that's what I got as my answer. So tomorrow during Zoom class, I'm going to practice 2 problems with you if you have any questions. What I'd like you to do is just show me your notes. Take a picture that I know you did it. Take a picture of your notes, send it to me, whether it's on the packet or it's on a regular piece of paper, so I know you did it, and we'll work out 2 problems during the Zoom class tomorrow. I'll talk to you later.